It's probably safe to say most people with a phone own a pair of headphones. And while a lot of attention gets paid to in-ear buds, things like the AirPods Pro, the market for over-the-ear headphones is still going strong. I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com and TechGadgetsInternational.com, and if you're looking to try out this style of headphones without breaking the bank, you might consider these. This is the Audio-Technica ATH-M20xBT. It's the budget entry to Audio-Technica's studio headphones, which are model ATH-M20x. In this video, I'll look at what you're getting with this set of over-ear headphones, how they sound, if they're comfortable, and if I can recommend them for you. An early heads up, if you end up liking this video and finding it helpful, to please hit that like button and consider becoming a subscriber, because both those things do help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there can watch, enjoy, and learn from. And by the way, if you want to read this review or reference any of what I've talked about here or what I'm about to talk about here, head over to TechGadgetsCanada.com for a full write-up, and there you can ask me any questions you have. You can, of course, also post them here in comments below. So what do you get? The M20xBT uses a Bluetooth 5.0 connection, and they offer long battery life and strong connectivity. They're equipped with 40mm drivers for enhanced sound output, and while the ear cups don't swivel and these headphones won't fold flat, they have a good adjustment range. Let's take a closer look at some of the features. These headphones are what you could call a little lackluster in the design department. They're basic black without any real design flourishes, and they do feel extremely lightweight, kind of verging onto cheap. Even so, there are some stainless steel elements, such as where the ear cups connect to the headband, and this headband has plenty of padding for comfort. The ATH-M20xBT comes with a USB-C charging cable plus an aux audio cable for times when there's no Bluetooth to be found or you just prefer a wired connection. Naturally, these headphones also work wirelessly, giving you the best of both worlds. By the way, plugging in that auxiliary audio won't actually charge your headphones. You will need to use the included USB-C cable on these. On the plus side, though, if the battery on them is dead, you can use that auxiliary audio cable and you'll still be able to get full functionality. Something that's often an issue with over-the-ear headphones is their fit. Generally speaking, if the band on a pair of headphones is too rigid, it can lead to things like headaches or too much pressure on your ears, and it can also cause your ears to heat up. If the band is too loose, the headphones will slip off and even go flying should you turn your head too quickly. The ATH-M20xBT has a smooth extender system on the headband to allow you to adjust them to any point along the range of motion, rather than clicking into a specific place like some headphones have. These headphones are also very light, which should help you avoid fatigue from wearing them. Indeed, these are light on the head and there's really no compression on your skull. But I did notice that after extended wear, I could feel it kind of right here in my jaw a bit, and I was kind of ready to take them off. Now, it wasn't painful and I wasn't itching to rip them off my head, but when I was done, I was done. To be honest though, this does happen with a lot of over-ear headphones, so I'm not really going to mark these down a lot for that. When it comes to the setup, the first time you turn them on, they should be in pairing mode, and if not, long pressing on the power button will nudge them into action. The very first thing that struck me about these headphones when I put them on for the first time is that they have a surprising amount of noise isolation. Noise isolation is not noise canceling, just so we're clear. Noise canceling is a digital elimination of noise bleed, but the sound blocking properties of the ear cups and the foam padding on these keep pretty much every outside sound from bleeding in. The tapping of my fingers on my keyboard, ambient lawn mowing noise from next door, or chit-chat in the next room was all cut out, and I was actually shocked at its effectiveness. The second thing that struck me about these is that the sound quality is astonishingly good. From the first few notes of a chill Arabian lounge playlist I like to put on to help me focus, the beats were beautiful. There's a lot of delicacy in the sound, and the bass is really powerful, vibrant, and resonant. A hip-hop playlist was able to rattle my skull with beats by Pharrell and Dr. Dre, and some raw electro soul from Caught a Ghost gave that indie, scratchy feel coming through. Overall, you could say I was blown away by these headphones. With wireless headphones, an important aspect is the ability to answer or make a phone call if you need to. The ATH-M20xBT has a built-in omnidirectional microphone. That'll allow you to answer calls, and you can make calls using your smartphone or device. With these headphones, calls were just fine, if a bit lacking in fidelity, but it's a phone, it's not Dolby Atmos, so for the most part, it worked just fine. Let's take a look at the on-device controls. The ATH-M20xBT has 3 buttons along the back of the left earphone. Each button has both a single press function as well as a multi-press function. You can control playback, mute, stop, and change volume. You'll also be able to answer a call. The buttons are easy to press and have that tactile click, so you'll know when they've been depressed. The controls are easy enough to remember and easy to engage, and unlike some other headphones where you do need to remember which buttons are on the left and which are on the right and what they do and how many presses to execute a command happens on each, these are not like that. These are a lot simpler. On the left ear cup there is also your USB-C port for charging. Since we're on the topic of charging, the 3.7 volt lithium polymer battery in these headphones should last you knock you out of your rocking chair 60 hours before you'll need to recharge them. Further making me go, what? Like my favorite meme. A 10-minute charge on these will give you about 3 hours of use. A full charge should take about 4 hours by contrast. The headphones will power down after about 5 minutes of not being connected to any device, and that should help you save battery life as well. Another feature that is amazing to find on these headphones is the ability to pair to more than one device. This is super handy if you're using the headphones with, say, both a work phone and a personal phone, or with a phone and a tablet, or a phone and a laptop. When you turn the headphones on, they'll start searching for nearby Bluetooth connections that they're familiar with, meaning you can simply put them close to your nearest device and they should link up immediately. This was definitely the case with me. They were always able to connect to pretty much the last device or devices that I had them paired with. Their range is also really impressive. You'll stay connected up to about 30 feet away with line of sight, I should add. Google's Fast Pair also will have you connected in seconds if you are an Android owner. Overall, while these headphones might not have every bell and whistle and they can't compete in the active noise cancellation game, they make a tremendous low price entry point for over-the-ear wireless headphones. They're lightweight, they're easy to use, they last a really long time between charges. The battery life is actually super phenomenal. They're comfortable for medium-term wear, but they may not be so for long-term use, depending on your preferences, so that I guess could be a downside. The passive isolation, the passive noise isolation, I should say, from the padding is outstanding. The sound quality is amazing. And did I mention the battery life is going to blow your mind? Other downsides, well, it doesn't have active or digital noise cancellation. Of course, the headphones don't pretend to have that, but if that is a feature you're looking to get, you're not going to find it in this model. Nonetheless, these headphones are certainly worth a look if you're after great sound for a reasonable price. The Technica ATH-M20xBT sell for somewhere between about $80 and $120, and you can get them from Technica or from Amazon. Apple's AirPods Max get a lot of press as the granddaddy of over-ear headphones, and they are definitely an investment. So should you just crank your budget and get those instead? Find out why I bought, then returned a pair of AirPods Max in my must-see review. If you need to stay in the budget category, I was pleasantly surprised by a pair of over-ears from Edifier, the W820NB. And those do have noise cancellation, but there is one problem with them, which you can learn about in that review video here. If you want to read this review or reference any of what I've talked about here, head over to techgadgetscanada.com for a full write-up. There you can ask me any questions you have about headphones. You can also post them here in comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Erin. Until the next time, you can find me on either Twitter or Instagram. I'm at ErinLYYC. You can also always catch me on Facebook at facebook.com/techgadgetscanada.